Hello, welcome back to another video from LDS Detailing. And today we have got this incredible Ford F100 from 1977. You might actually see that this bit here is a little bit glossier than this bit here, as I have actually already started. Wasn't planning on making a video, but I think this truck is so cool, and I personally really enjoy working on older vehicles. As much as I love all the new cars, the modern stuff, the fast, the supercars, not only is this old, it's also red, which is just gonna come up beautifully well. So I really enjoy this, so I wanted to document it. And also I know the owner will appreciate it. You may see that there's some plastic sheeting underneath the car and an oil pan, as it does like to drop a bit of transmission fluid. So we just wanted to protect the floor a little bit. But yeah, let's jump into it and I will show you the bits on the bonnet that I've already started polishing. Areas that are unpolished are pretty rough. It's actually quite a lot of texture in this paint as well. And this is one of the areas that I actually did for the test spot and refine. So that's what we're hoping for at the end. And then some areas around here have been cut but not refined. The texture over this side of the bonnet was actually a lot worse. So you can see there's a lot of like spots in it. You can still see the spots here, but they are actually improved. It's almost like the swirls. The swirls hide the spots here. And when you polish the swirls away, you see the sort of dimples and the texture. But at the end of the day, a 1977 car, we're not expecting perfection. We're looking for a big improvement, much like the Ferrari F40 video. And if you haven't watched that, go check that one out, because that was an amazing video. What an amazing car. I'll leave the amazing video bit judging up to you guys. But yeah, this is an improvement, not pushing for perfection. We don't know much about the history of the paintwork, other than the fact that if you look carefully over here, under there, it used to be white. So Blanco, as the owner called it. So this was actually painted in Mexico. So I don't know if they painted it red to sort of protect it from the sun a bit, but then again, red oxidized really badly. You can see a bit of white in there as well. There is also an extra spare block in the back if you need that. So it's absolutely massive. Doesn't quite do it justice, but I think it's basically a foot wider than like what a UK vehicle would be. I am struggling to reach the middle of the bonnet, so that should be fun. But yeah, you can see the sort of clarity we've already gained through the cut and refine in that little area. So yeah, really look forward to this one. Let's get stuck in. So I've just managed to move the truck over, a bit different, trying to work out where reverse actually was, as there was like there's no markings on the gear stick, and I don't really know, I've never driven anything like this before. Time to get started on the other side. That is the final bit of cutting done, so I can now give the car a wipe down and go ahead and do the second stage polishing, which is the refining stage, which is what's really going to bring the gloss out of this beautiful red paint. So I just want to try and explain the process behind refining and why we do it. So if we look closely at these lights, you will see, or you won't see because it's out of focus. Let's try and focus this on my finger. There we go. Hard to see, but the lights are quite bloomy, and what that is because of is loads of little ticks. Yeah, if you look around each light, you'll see little ticks surrounding it. And basically that's caused by our microfiber cutting pads. So it's a bit like you've got to break some eggs to make an omelette. Like we have to use an aggressive step first. A bit like sanding, you start off rough and then you work your way out to get like a nice smooth finish. So we go in with a more aggressive step first to remove the deeper marks, then we go over with a nice soft white pad and a lighter polish to get that really nice crisp finish, which I will show you now, the difference from before and after. So like I'll refine this side and then you should see, actually maybe I'll refine that side, and then you'll see like as we fade into it, it just gets a little bit more crispy. This car's probably not the best example just because of the amount of defects that are obviously still going to be present in the paint. So you can see a bit hazy. Yeah, then as soon as you come over here, it starts to clear up and we get that lovely true red. Although it does look a bit orange on the screen, but yeah. So this is the refining process basically. This is where this area is cut. Then we come over here, refine it to get that nice true finish. So the truck has been wiped down with panel white, ready for the application of something a little bit different. This is C1 crystal lacquer. So a much older coating for a much older car. I know that this is going to be safe on this paintwork versus a modern coating might not be safe on older paintwork. This was painted in Mexico using who knows what techniques. So a bit like I did on the Ferrari F40, going to use this coating as it's from a similar sort of era of painting that this car was painted in, if that makes sense. So that is the Ford F100 finished. It's been 2 stages of polishing, so a cutting stage, a refining stage, and then we went on with the ceramic coating as you just saw. Let's take a look around the car and I will show you the final shots. Really happy with how this came out. Red, being red and old, I knew it was gonna come out really well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please drop a like and I'll see you in the next one.